What's up, everybody? It's Braunson with 815 Off-Road Adventures. How y'all doing? Super stoked about this one, guys. Been waiting on this one for a while now. Teamed up with another company called Knight ATV. Reached out to them a little while back to see what they were all about, and Joe just kind of told me what they had going on, and had some new products in the works. So been waiting and waiting, and it's finally here, guys. So we're gonna be installing this on the Grizzly back there. Stay tuned, because Aaron also has one of these. He will be doing another video on his, but check it out, guys. LED taillight for the Grizzlies. And I encourage you to go to Knight ATV, because they have them for not only just the Grizzlies, they got all kinds of products for different machines. Alright guys, let's dive into this real quick. We're just going to kind of unbox everything real quick, and then we'll jump on over to the quad and we will start the tear down process and see what we have to do. Don't know really much about the instructions, just been talking to Joe and some of the stuff I've seen on the website. Everything's supposed to be plug and play, pretty simple, so let's just dive into it and see what we got. I got a little card here, just some of their information, and then this shows some of their products. Like I said, guys, they got stuff for all different manufacturers, different machines. I know they got manual four-wheel drive switches and everything to eliminate those electrical problems. I guess some of the Honda guys have. Gotta have some stickers. Alright, let's dive into this. So here's the faceplate, and based upon what everything I read, you know, your LED light goes here, and then there'll be illuminating light behind here. Supposedly you can change the colors of the Knight logo, which is pretty cool depending on what color your machine is. I got some zip ties, some hardware, drill bit. Obviously you're probably gonna have to drill some holes, and I think there's a little bit of trimming you have to do. Now here we have our wiring. Looks pretty simple. Got a relay, all the nice factory Yamaha connectors. Everything, like I said, is supposed to be plug and play, so it should be pretty easy to install. If you don't have a whole lot of electrical background or anything, it still should be pretty simple, guys. Here's the ooh, look at that. That is nice. Got a nice bracket on the back. Nice pre-made pigtails and everything. I will say the light seems pretty heavy duty, guys. It does not feel cheap at all. I'll make sure we keep that cover on there, keep it nice till we go to install it. So, as you can see, it's for the older gen Grizzlies with this style brake light. It's not going to be for the newer ones. You newer guys already got some pretty cool, nice tail lights. Maybe they'll come out with those in the future. I can't speak on that. Alright guys, first things first, we got to get the toe strap out of here. If you're curious about these are just toe straps that I make. Most of you guys probably know, if you're familiar with ATV stuff, if you're really into it, you know there's several companies that make these. I just decided to start making them for myself and buddies, and I've sold a few to a couple customers, but I kill two birds with one stone here. So your 4 bolts, maybe 14s. So then you just got your 2 fender bolts underneath. Of course. Oh, got lucky. If anybody is familiar with the Grizzlies, obviously if you're watching this, it's really good to put some Loctite on those fender support bolts, because they love to back themselves out and lose them along the trail somewhere, never to be found again. So next thing we do is take this little black rear cover off. Oh yeah. We got some cleaning to do. As you can see, guys, it definitely pays to take plastics off and clean stuff. So I'm gonna clean that stuff, and I'll pick you back up after that. Alright guys, we got her somewhat cleaned up. As you can see, she's a little better than what you just last saw. I already went ahead and got the tail light off. I wanted to get that off, that way I could get some room back here to get the rags and clean up. But if you're unfamiliar with it, it's just two nuts and a washer. You got little plastic studs that go on there, kind of help protect your wires from rubbing. So we're gonna dive back into it. Obviously, we're gonna have to do some disconnecting of some pigtails here. Maybe clean up the wires just a little bit more, and then I think we'll just start reinstalling. So now that we know everything is done, wired up, what we think is right, and I know I kind of jumped here a little bit, but I just wanted to make sure everything was wired up properly before I made some unnecessarily long video. So we're going to turn the key on, and so here's our light. We're going to turn on just our high beams or just our regular headlights. Okay, so we know just regular running lights is working. I'm gonna hit the brake lever. Left brake lever is working. I'm gonna try the right. Right brake lever is working. Now I'm gonna go from neutral to reverse. And wow, that is pretty bright. So now that we know everything's wired up properly, I'm going to go back through and clean up the wiring, and then we still have yet to do the trimming on the back. Yes, you have to do a little bit of trimming on the back plastic. So as you can see with this light bar is obviously a little bit bigger, so you can see I've already kind of marked it out a little bit, but I'm going to have to go through here and trim up a little bit. Alright, so I got everything, as you know, we got it all wired up, and the first thing you got to do is you got to trim out the rear fender plastic so that the actual light, I still have the cover on it, but you have to trim out the plastic. I don't know if the light's really catching it that well, and that way you can bolt on the light, suck it in tight. Make sure you don't like over crank down on it though, with it being plastic. And then so the light, or the wiring coming off the light, the three main are your black, blue, yellow pigtails. Those are the same as your factory bulb. They're the same style ends, so those plug and play. They're color coded, so you can't mess them up. And then also off the light, you have this red wire with the red spade connector that is running into your relay. And then off the relay, you have this brown and white connector, and then the green and orange end with the male connector with the taped up side. It's going to be the longer end of the green and orange connector piece. It's going to be the only one with an actual male end on it. Like, it's going to be, this is the only plug on this end of it, and then you're just going to run it through the plastic the same way as the rest of the original wiring is. You run that through, and then you can just zip tie it up. But once the tape ends, you're going to have your green wire that's going to Y off, and that's going to have your two pigtail ends, and those run, I don't know if it's gonna be kind of hard to see, but it goes down in there on the top side, like the back by the transmission. You have your neutral safety switch that comes straight up top, or straight up out of the top of it there. It's just a single wire, and you're gonna unplug that, and that's gonna be the female end of the factory wiring. So on the green, the two green pigtail ends, you're gonna have a male and a female. The female end will go to the neutral safety switch, and then the male end will plug into the factory wiring. And then you're just gonna have this solid single orange wire that comes up, and that's gonna have your two dual plugs. It's gonna be a male and a female. Those are going to tie into your auxiliary wire. So your auxiliary wire coming off the key, you're going to disconnect that, you're going to unplug it, and then you're just going to splice in both ends. Like, you plug one female end to the male side, and then the male side into the female side, and that is all there is to it. And like I said, then all you have to do, once you get the wiring figured out, then you can start trimming this. And then next, all I have to do is take the outer bracket, place this up, screw it, or drill the holes, bolt it on, and then I will trim out this remaining piece, and then we'll be able to put this back shell back on. And once I do that, I will pick you guys back up, and then we will install that back shell. Alright guys, we're back here. So, got everything all mounted up. I apologize if the lighting's not the greatest, but there we go. We got the outer cover plate on there and everything. Basically, we're all done. I just need to not powder coat, but I'm gonna be touching up the rear rack while I have it off. So, and then just put the plastics back on, but I got to give this thing a big, nice, deep clean. So I'm going to show you here. We'll put you guys down. One side is the headlights. You have your running lights, and then once you hit the brakes, as we've known, then reverse. Now I'm going to turn the lights off in the shop real quick. So, running lights, brake lights, reverse, looking pretty snazzy, and these things put off quite a bit of light, guys. I mean, I'm pretty impressed. Brake, I know the quality right now sucks with the low light, but reverse, really impressed with the reverse. Super bright. Alright guys, well there you have it. There's the Knight ATV LED tail light, running light, reverse light for the Yamaha Grizzly. These, now like I said in the beginning, these are for the 07 to 13 body style. Any of them that have this kind of rear plastic, not so much the newer ones with the already have the LED taillights. So check them out guys. I highly recommend you guys go over to Knight ATV Check out all the different products they have. No matter what machine you have, they probably have something for you. They have these really awesome waterproof phone cases with different mounts, so you can mount them wherever, have access to your phone. They sell replacement parts. Pretty cool stuff. So go check them out. And Joe, thank you from Knight ATV. I really appreciate the opportunity. Super cool to have this. I love this. It's a nice little touch to the Grizzly. So can't wait to go riding with some buddies and ride with Aaron with his. He's going to be putting his on hopefully probably this weekend. So stay tuned for that as well. And everybody take care. Have a great day.